Cricbuzz Comm box at a very key juncture in this match in India's run chase. Now, normally in this day and age, life is all about high definition in HD. Today, India's run chase is all about SD, as in Shikhar Dhawan. He's really been playing his part. We talked about Rohit and Virat Kohli being the key factors. Shikhar Dhawan's pulled this one out of the bag so far.
Absolutely. 32 balls, 61, still going strong. He likes pace, he likes bounce. And one thing that stood out, Gautam, for me in this innings thus far is that there is no lateral movement in the air or off the surface. So if the ball is not swinging, you can bowl as fast as you wish. You will be punished if Shikhar Dhawan is on strike. It's like playing against a bowling machine. Some loose deliveries, but then full credit to the way Shikhar Dhawan has actually manipulated the pace on offer.
Now, interesting, when we talked before the show, we talked about Adam Zampa not being a threat. In fact, the first thing we said in a reduced game is, Zampa will need to bowl his 4 overs. But guess what? He's probably been their standout bowler so far, even though it's been just a short spell.
Absolutely. And what stands out in that spell as well, that the ball is getting a little wet. We know the outfield. Therefore, perhaps no lateral movement in the air. But 2 overs, 14 runs and a wicket of KL Rahul. You know that he's pulled his weight in the side. Sometimes it's a good thing to take the pace off. And all of us are from time to time proved wrong. So I think it's nice time to eat our words that Zampa, well, we have to still counter his 2 more overs. So that's how we have changed our stance.
Yes, I've been doing that a lot since the morning, eating lots and lots of words. I haven't even had to have lunch thanks to the amount of words I've eaten. But where do you see the match standing at this stage? Because we were 75, it was Australia at the end of 10 overs. India 81 at the end of 9, needing 90 in 8 overs with 8 wickets standing. And King Kohli at the crease.
I think Delhiites now hold all the keys, all the cards for Delhi's fortunes, and we're not talking about ourselves. Shikhar Dhawan is in great form. He needs to carry on. Virat Kohli at the other end and Rishabh Pant to follow. If these 3 stick around for, or rather just bat the remaining overs, India has a chance, an outside chance of winning this one. I'm still sticking with my 65% Australia, 35% India. I still feel that Australia, even after India's got a good start, I think they have their noses ahead.
Noses ahead, you say, but even with this decent start, you wouldn't give 65 a little less, little closer India maybe?
You know, it's still 19-8. One good over will take the asking rate to 13s, 14s, and the moment that happens, you know that wicket is around the corner, and you would expect Andrew Tye to play a slightly bigger role now, who was almost conspicuous in his absence in the initial part, where they were taken for runs. But now with the slightly older ball, he's a master at it. Slower ones, the Yorkers. So Andrew Tye, I'm pinning my hopes. No, I'm not an Australian, but I'm still pinning my hopes that my percentage is still favouring Australia.
One more quick X factor I'm going to throw in at you. India, we talked about no 6th bowler. Australia have bowled with 4 so far. Stoinis and Maxwell, 2 options they got.
So Stoinis is another option that they would toy with, because he's someone who hits the deck hard. He's also got a few slower ones up his sleeve, and he's got the T20 experience and also bowling to these guys in the IPL. So I actually feel that they have few more options to play around with, and therefore they're not bound by just the 5 bowlers. And once you have the options, you can always move them around.
Well, Virender Sehwag was known to change strategy halfway through his innings. He did change his prediction when we had our last Cricbuzz Comm box. Aakash Chopra sticking to his guns, playing in the V yet again. Still reckons it's 65-35 in Australia's favour.